Okay, let's log in to our system, log in with Google. And we want to go down here to our Career Pathways Development course. And we're going to look at the GeorgiaBest project requirements. Okay, so let's look at the GeorgiaBest project requirements and a little bit about GeorgiaBest. It's a Georgia Department of Labor administered work certification, and basically what it's about is a certification serves as validation to employers that learners have displayed strong work habits that will foster success in higher education and in the workplace. There are 4 levels of the Georgia Best certification that are addressed below. There are 4 levels, but the course content addresses these areas: discipline and character, attendance and punctuality, social media ethics, productivity and academic performance, oral and written communication skills, attitude and respect, teamwork, self-management and time management, responsibility and organization and professional image. Um, and so that's the core content, and then there's 4 levels. There's the Georgia Best, which is the first level, which is addresses all this core content, and 2 hours of one of the following, which is community service, job shadowing, work internship, mentoring, or career research project. Georgia Best Executive is 4 hours and includes one or a combination of the following, which is community service, job shadowing, work internship, mentoring. This is something we need to look into that we'll explore, but it's a business ethics simulation. Um, and the 4 hours must include 2 of the State Department of Education portfolio items, which include Georgia Introduction, which includes a career research project. 2 is employability skills, which includes in the employability skills resume, letters of references or recommendation, cover letter, and follow-up thank you interview letter. The third area is career-related education experiences. The fourth area is work samples and achievements. And the fifth area is various activities or honors. Now, you only have to do 2 of these to get the Georgia Best Executives level. 2 of these 5. The next level is Georgia Best Premier, which includes 6 hours of one of the following, of one or a combination of the following, including community service, job shadowing, work internship, mentoring, the business ethics simulation, and 4 State Department of Education portfolio items, which include, again, the introduction, career research, employability skills section, the career-related experiences, work samples, or activities. Now, you can see these are hyperlinks, so you can actually go and look at what the components are more specifically. And then the final is the Georgia Best Elite, which would include 8 hours of community service, job shadowing, work internship, mentoring, the business ethics simulation, and 4 State Department of Education portfolio, which include these 5 again. Now you can see the difference here: 8 hours versus 6 hours. I believe to do these well, it's going to be quite a bit more time dedicated to each of these sections to do these well. In fact, I would probably probably double the time to actually do these areas well. Uh, for instance, I believe this would require about 16 hours, this would require 12, and this would require 4 to do a really good job of the portfolio requirements, as well as the other components. So the first thing we try to do in the course is we try to go ahead and get the resumes done, or a resume done. We'll be revising these throughout the course. Some training on the use of Google Docs. Also, we try to get your cover letter done. Some training with Gmail, and also take some career interest assessments to get your interest assessed, so that you can research careers that would align with your interest. So you'll see the rest of the course is really aligned to the requirements, the core content areas of GeorgiaBest, to include discipline and character, attendance and punctuality, social media ethics, productivity and academic performance, oral and written communication, attitude and respect, teamwork and work habits, self-management, time management, responsibility and organization, and professional image. Culminates with professional image. This is where we'll actually pull together our portfolio and actually do student presentations. And what we're going to do is we're going to set up our folder structure to accommodate the GeorgiaBest project requirements. So in this case, there are 5 areas. There's the introduction, the employability skills, career-related education experiences, work samples and achievements, and 5 activities and honors. So we're going to set up a folder structure to reflect that. This is going to help us build our project out. So I'm going to open up Google Drive, and as you can see here, it's going to open up a new tab. So the first folder I'm going to build out is going to be, we'll just make it introduction. So I'll go to my Google Drive tab, and I'm going to select new folder. I'm going to put introduction. This way I can keep my files organized. All of my work organized. So there's my new folder. The next folder I'm going to create is employability skills. So we'll just call it employability. You can call it employability skills if you'd like. So I'm going to put new folder. I'm going to make it employability. Create. There's employability. The next one I'm going to select is career experiences. I'm going to make it career experiences. And you don't have to name it exactly what I do, but these are just suggestions. Career experiences. Create. And then the next one I'm going to do is work samples. Work samples. New folder. Work samples. Create. And 5, I'm going to put activities. Activities. create. So I have my folder structure to satisfy the requirements of the GeorgiaBest requirements. Now to see, I need to read these. These are the various levels of the GeorgiaBest. There's GeorgiaBest, there's GeorgiaBest Executive, there's GeorgiaBest Premier, and there's GeorgiaBest Elite. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my resume that I've already done, and I'm going to move it into the appropriate folder. So the folder that goes into is employability skills is the resume. It is where the resume goes is into the employability skills or the employability folder. So I'm going to move my resume into my employability folder. So now it's there. If I open up the employability, there it is. So I want to go back to my drive, to where everything is, I just click my drive. Go back to employability. There's my resume. If I want to get to it, open up my resume. I want to go back to drive. Go back to drive. So that will conclude this lesson on setting up the folder structure for the GeorgiaBest project.